Hello. Hi, how are we doing? I have not talked to you guys in a little bit too long. It's been almost a full week, which is bad. Defeats the purpose of this whole like mini readathon that I have going on for myself. So, whoops. But that just means that there's a lot of books to read and catch up on before then. So, as we've discussed about my TBR situation, I have a lot of previous books that I need to catch up on as well as like the current things. So I'm gonna try and focus on the current things today and tomorrow and like make this a little worthwhile. But I do have things to unbox because it's pre-order month, so it's a lot of just fun, exciting things. So I got my edition of Night Bane by Alex Astor. This is the sequel to Lightlark. I like that the naked hardback, like it very much matches Lightlark, which I do appreciate. I have no idea what could possibly go on in this book, but I am excited and intrigued no matter what. I also got my edition of Vengeance of the Pirate Queen by Tricia Levenseller. I didn't know this was coming out so soon. I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of thought that this was coming out like the 15th, so I don't know if I got it too soon or what, but I have this. This is the third. I want to say it's a prequel to Daughter of the Pirate King, which is a duology I actually really enjoyed. It was like one of the first duologies that I read when I started getting back into reading because I had the original Owl Crate release of it, and so now we've got more in the series, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited to see what is in store following the Pirate Queen. Ooh, and then I have this very large box, which I'm excited because I might know what it is. I think I know what it is. I'm pretty sure I do. I'll be honest, this package alone might derail my entire existence, so it is. It's one of those things that, like, I want to read my TBR, but I really only want to read. Like, I don't know what to do about this information. I don't know how to, like, solve my problem. So we're gonna try and jam-pack a whole lot of reading in this video, which is in for, like, 2 days, like, tonight and tomorrow. We're gonna pack a whole lot of reading and whatever else I can possibly read. It's gonna be a lot. Next week will be such a better vlog. I promise so hard. Another thing, outside of this TBR, I have been finishing a book that I started at the beginning of October, and it is not fun. I'm not having a good time. I still have 40 minutes left, and I just like don't want to do it. So that's been like a really big struggle because it's putting me in a reading slump, which I don't want to be in. So it's making picking up other things very difficult. But tonight I will be picking up other things, so it'll be fine. I think I'm gonna finish the last 40 minutes of that, and take like a little like, not quite a nap, because I will be awake, so I'm gonna listen to the book, but like I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest for that 40 minutes, and then I will jump in to my book, which will actually be talked about in a different video. So sorry, I suck. I don't know what to tell you. Great. Hello. So, yesterday I read 2 books. I mentioned that I finished House of Marion. I also finished last night The September House, which I had like soft DNF'd at 63%. I returned the audiobook on Libby, put it back on hold, and I got it back, and then I just finished it last night. The last 35%, so much better than the rest of the book, which it's unfortunate that it took that long to get there, but I did really like the direction it ended up taking. And once we got out of like the drama and like action started happening and questions were getting answered, then I was like enjoying it and I was more engaged. So I'm glad that I stuck it out because I did really enjoy the ending and how everything played out and like the conversations that it had. So yeah, overall I thought that was good. And then I've gotten another I'm now a third officially into Wilder Girls. I don't know why it feels like I'm reading this at the world's slowest pace. It's like 3 to 4 hours at my speed, but I've picked it up twice and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm on page 119 and for whatever reason, I feel like I should be done by now, but I'm really enjoying my time. So I'm not like upset about it. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. I've been reading everything that's not on my TBR though, which is like so unhelpful for me. So not great. It'll be fine. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm excited to wrap it up and finish it. I'm very it's set up like a bit of the mystery, so I'm intrigued. We're starting a new perspective in the next chapter, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, I'm just having a really good time with this. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, this has deleted scenes. This is so exciting. I am obsessed. So I've started planning for my book journal for 2023. Yes, it is November. Yes, I am 11 months behind. It's okay. Oh my god, this is going to be the journal I've actually decided to go with. Originally, I was going to use a Archer and Olive, but I just got this in a recent Loom crate, I believe. And it's just like a plain, like dotted, you can't tell, but it's just a plain dotted notebook. So I thought this one would be, I thought this one would be fun for my book journal this year. I'm hoping that there's enough pages. I'm sure there will be, because I never end up using them. But I've planned my like yearly spreads that I want to do, and I have a layout in mind that I want to do with this as well. So I will end up talking more in depth once I actually like jump into it, but I'm excited to get this started. I'll be listening to an audiobook while I work on this at some point in this vlog with you guys, and we'll just at least get the starting pages started. I'm not sure. I'm a little overwhelmed by it, if we're being super honest, because I have to like strategize and like really think ahead. But I might do a little bit more planning tomorrow for this so that I can kind of get an idea of how I want it to look before I like jump right into it. But I'm excited. So that's my little update. Not a whole lot has been going on. It's just been reading and avoiding reading. Yeah, it's so hard coming out of a reading slump. Like I'm like excited to read some things, but like I also don't want to read like half the things. So it's just like, it's not even like, it's like the slump of like, I want to read, but I don't want to physically read. Like I want to be reading, but I would also like to do 5,000 other things. And so like sitting down to just read makes me feel guilty about all the other things that I want to do. And so I just do nothing. That's where my brain has been. So super fun. It's great. Bye. Hello, I'm back and I'm tricking you with a different angle. I got packages. I know what they are. I'm really conflicted. I don't know when this video is going out. I'm having a lot of moral issues of like wanting to share in the happiness of book releases and reading and things that I've been excited for months, conflicting with my morals on world events happening, and it's making me feel really bad. And like I'm trying to like balance my mental health, which is already, as we've known, teetering. And so it's very hard balancing, like I want to be an activist and I want to speak out on certain topics, but also I need to take care of myself. And it's hard when like I want to enjoy things, but I'm like in the middle of boycotting, which is unfortunately like affecting a lot of the books that I'm reading. So it's like I don't want to cross that picket line, if you will. Like I don't want to be supporting certain publishers right now. I don't want to necessarily be supporting specific authors right now, but at the same time, it's such a conflict. I know it's so stupid, and like my moral my stupid little problems are like literally not worth it, not important in the grand scheme of everything, but it's just like I don't feel great about everything. But in more exciting news that I think I can show off, it is very hard to keep up with who I'm not supposed to be discussing publicly on my platform and who I am, just because I'm trying to be a smart consumer. I'm trying to be an ally. I'm trying to be the person who I want to be and wish to be. And it's a tough job right now for me because I'm incapable with mental health problems. But we've got my aardvark. They don't have the little, like, writing prompts, which is a little disappointing. I got 2 this month because I really, really wanted to get Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison. Everyone has been talking about this, and I've heard a lot of good things, and so I was like, fuck it. Okay, I'll get it. So I decided to pick this up as, like, an extra book because it was last year's. And so I decided, oh my god, this is thicker than I thought it would be. For this month's pick, I would get Midnight is the Darkest Hour because this is the, oh, so pretty. This is the Literally Dead book club pick for this month. It's the last of the year. And so I thought, you know, I'm going to be reading it anyway. I might as well just pick it up and then I can read along with the audio. I'm assuming this will be a pretty pink as well. Let me look. Oh my god, it is, and it matches the cover so well. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I love Book of the Month and Aardvark books. Like, the way that they feel, and just, like, these ones feel, like, a very specific way, because, like, they're very soft, and I don't even know how to explain it. I'm so bad at this. But, like, the books kind of have, like, that silicone feel, and I just love it. Whereas, like, Book of the Month, I really enjoy, like, the size and the feel of them. But yeah, this is my little haul. I have hauled, not unhauled. I've hauled so many books this week because it's been, like, release week. And so it's really exciting for me. I don't think I have too many more releases coming for the year. So I think we're, like, doing good. But I just got these in the mail, so I wanted to share. Hello, this is my stack of I need to put books away / I need to read some of these books. So we're getting ready to do productive bullshit today. Come on. Work with me here. I should really just use a tripod if it's gonna be this difficult. Anyway, hey, I am doing stuff. Like, clearing my view. Hey, what's up? So I am reading today. I also have, like, a list of, like, I want to get some cleaning done. Austin is leaving this evening to spend some time with his parents down south for his birthday, so I will be home alone tonight, tomorrow, and then Monday, but I work, so, like, weighing the pros and cons there. But in desperate need of reading, I need to film and edit some stuff. I need to edit tomorrow's video. I need to film and edit Tuesday's video. I need to read before the library takes some of my books away. I would like to clean some of the house. So there's, like, a lot to do and very little time because it's already 3:30 and I've done nothing. So, whoops. Covers with Cassidy is about to go live for some reading sprints though. I miss sprinting. I know my friends have told me that I need to do it again. But, like, finding the time to do it is sometimes hard. But I would like to get back into sprinting because it's been a hot minute now and I've only done 2, so I would like to get back into that. Anywho, reading for tonight. So I have the stack of things that I really want to read, whether for myself or because I need to. Also do kind of correlate and help with this vlog, of course. That's sort of the point. So we've got Wilder Girls, which I'm almost done with. I just need to finish this. So this is probably one. I also want to pay too much to do. I'm gonna finish this one probably first, just because it is, like, the closest to being done. So it'll be easy to check off my list. But then I have the stack of books that I would just, like, really like to get to. I only need to read one of these though, which is less helpful for what I'm doing here. This is starting to get out of hand again. I basically just grabbed everything off my TBR cart. I need to start this tomorrow. How I plan to literally read anything else, knowing I have to read this behemoth of a book, like, this is still going to take me 15 hours. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, so the things that I would like to read this weekend versus my TBR, Watch Over Me by Nina LaCour. I've wanted to read this forever. I'm kind of, you'll pick up on it. I want to read Loot. I want to read Blood and Moonlight. and Burn Our Bodies. So this is my young adult horror stack that I would really like to get to. They're all like on the shorter side, but I also need to read Mexican Gothic, which is adult, I believe. Still horror though, so it like fits the vibes, fits the genre. But I need to read this, and it is on my TBR game, so it works for this. I also have Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin, because I need to read this for this video. I also have The Starling House by Alex E. Haro, and Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas. So that's not even touching that whole stack over there. But I feel like this is, if even, doable. I probably won't even finish all of these because I also would love to work on some NaNoWriMo tonight. I would love to clean. I would love to do other things. So we're just going to play it all by ear. But that's kind of my plans for tonight/tomorrow. I'm probably going to give myself like a more in-depth clue of like my time frame for this weekend, since most of today is already gone. If I can bribe Austin into bringing home caffeine before he leaves, I might be able to pull closer to an all-nighter. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited nonetheless to hang out with you guys, get a lot of reading done, get just productive things done. But first, I need to edit tomorrow's video and film Tuesday's video, or else I won't do it. Holy shit. Okay, let me read you part of an interview when in reference to like what the title means to the author, so on. But more than that, they refuse to meet the expectations we have for girls, both in books and in the world at large. If the girls are beautiful, it's only for themselves, and if they are not, that's for them too. Holy cow, I loved this. The ending was so unsatisfying. Like it's like a good ending. But it's definitely one of those like ambiguous open endings where you're like, no. Will there ever be a sequel? Is there like a short story to conclude? I don't know. I will have to do some research, but holy cow, 5 stars. I knew I was gonna love this. This has always been like high on my like 5-star anticipated releases. I've wanted to read it for as long as I've known about it. It's just always sounded so good to me, and I have finally read it. This is following Hetty and her 2 best friends, somewhat, Reese and Byatt. And it's a complicated friendship. Byatt is kind of like her soulmate. They are a part of each other. They're like sisters. They are, at one point Hetty says that like Byatt is the bones in her. Like it's a very deep, loving connection. And then there is Reese, who's kind of like the outskirt third wheel friend. And this is a dystopian boarding school where girls go, and over the course of a couple years, I think, they are introduced to this thing called detox. It affects the island, not only the girls in the school, the teachers, but also the island of Raxter itself. And they start having mutations, and the disease affects them all in different ways. For example, Hetty loses one of her eyes. Byatt has these like flare-ups and just like pain, lots of blood. There's so much gore in this. Oh my god. It's like gore horror, but like also like really spooky, scary. But Byatt has this thing that is apparently found in the real world, says our author. Byatt's voice, for example, is based on the pistol shrimp, which can stun its prey using a similar resonant sound. Like they all have like different things. This is very like related to global warming, and it's incredible. This was so freaking good. I'm so happy that I have finally read this. I don't have it near me, but I'm so excited to read Burn Our Bodies Down, and honestly anything else that Rory Power comes out with at this point. This was incredible. This was so good. I'm so happy I read this. I like reading. Oh my god. Wonderful. So I think I'm going to film a video, even though it is late at night. And then I think I'm going to jump into my next book because I'm having a good time reading. And everything that I'm planning to read tonight / tomorrow, like, are all relatively highly anticipated, so I think it'll be fun. But I'll let you know which of the things I decide to pick up next. So, I have read another book. I actually read this one, finished it yesterday, and I wanted to, like, check in and talk to you guys about it, like, halfway through, because I read this in 2 sittings, but I genuinely, like, just didn't have thoughts. Like, I didn't have anything to say, nothing that hasn't already been said on the internet. People have done, like, full dedicated reviews to this book specifically, so I don't want to, like, I don't have anything really more to add. But if you haven't seen this is a TikTok sensation. I learned that this was written due to TikTok skits, which, okay, hard to get a plot from that, but, like, I see you. Happy to support an up-and-coming author. I definitely see... I'll get to it. Anyway, this is a story of the assistant to a villain. She is hired on by the villain, and they just call him the villain in the town. Like, he doesn't have, like, a cool evil name. He's just the villain, which is kind of boring, but, like, it's cool. Basically, she becomes an assistant to him and is just, like, very... this is my life now. Yes, there's people being tortured and, like, weird things happening, but, like, that's how it be sometimes. This is meant to be humorous and comedic and tongue-in-cheek, and although it does that at some points, this is not my kind of humor. Like, TikTok humor doesn't really work for me. Our main character is just, like, constantly thirsting after the villain, which, again, like, because of the TikToks, like, I know now, at least, that's, like, what this was gonna be and go for, but it just didn't, like, work for me. I didn't care about these characters. I definitely think that this could have used more editing to be a little bit more polished, a little more cohesive, to give the characters, like, a little bit more work, give just generally the plot overall a little bit more work. It starts fine, it ends very, like, you have to wait for the next book, cliffhanger-y, which I'm not against continuing with the series, because I think it's fun supporting new up-and-coming authors. I think that TikTok authors are always going to get a lot of hype, but also a lot of hate, and fair criticism, but a lot of hate. And so I'm cool with supporting an author. I think Red Tower has some work to do if they want to continue publishing at, like, they're publishing all of their books to be a pretty first edition run to, you know, bring in hype and coin, but the vanity of that will soon collapse if the quality of their books don't get better. So yeah, we'll see how that goes for them. But I think that this author specifically has a lot of room for improvement. This being a debut, I'm sure that this book took maybe 2 years, if even, to write. That's not a diss on the author. Kudos for writing a whole book. I'm working on it. It's hard. Good job. But I definitely think that she can get better. And as this is going to be a trilogy, like, I'm pretty sure it's already, like, signed, covers are up and stuff. Like, I think she can improve. And I think that these characters and the stories can get better because she'll have, like, the time and hopefully eventually the resources and a proper editor to really, like, help and hone in, because this could be a better story. It was just trying to do too many things at once. It was trying to, like, have conversation about more, like, deeper topics, but, like, because it's trying to be lighthearted and cozy, it just can't quite go there. But overall, it was a fine experience. I wouldn't say, like, don't read it, but if it doesn't already sound interesting to you, like an office romance, which I genuinely thought this was going to be more fantastical than romancy, the setting also was very confusing to me. Like, anyways, I thought that it was fun, but the humor isn't for me. But if you like that more TikTok-y skit humor, you could enjoy this. I definitely think this has its audience. I don't necessarily think that was perfectly aligned for me, but overall, it was fine. It was a very easy listen. It wasn't like crazy high stakes. I wasn't really stressed about it. I think that it handled harder, specifically one hard topic in this, which also has some of its issues, but I don't really want to get into it. So, anywho, check trigger warnings. If you're gonna get into this, just take care of yourself. But overall, a fine experience. It was a perfect low 3-star. It's just perfect mid kind of book. But I'm happy that I had read it, so that I could talk to my friends who had already read it for our buddy read that happened like a month ago. So that was great for me. So those are my updates. Hey, I'm so tired. I'm so very tired. I had a very good day. I went and hung out with my mom for most of the day, and we just talked the whole time. Basically, I talked the whole time. I had a lot to say, but that was the majority of my day. It was nice. We made cookies. There was taco soup. It was a nice day. I've been home for a little bit. I'm so tired though. It's only 8 p.m. and I will be crawling into bed shortly after this. But I have started Edenville, and I probably should tell you because I'm probably going to finish it tomorrow at work, and then I'll tell you the rest after work. But this book is about a couple, and he kind of gets scouted for this job opportunity to be the creative writer teacher, I believe, on campus in Edenville, Kentucky, Connecticut, something like that. And basically she's like, yeah, I kind of lived near Edenville. Everyone says that it's like really weird, like it's kind of got strange vibes, and she's just like not really into it, but she does end up moving with him. So she's investigating the town and like previous incidences that have happened and like kind of like weird things, a little true crime like, trying to solve and investigate. She's not the first woman to do this, and he is kind of inducted into the campus life as a professor, and is like he's an author, so he wrote this book, but like strange things are kind of going around that now, and so there's a lot of mystery. I'm like 60 something percent in, and there hasn't like really been a lot that's happened, and I'm kind of waiting for like the big event, like something to really go down. It hasn't kept my interest very much. I haven't been super engaged in the story. I think that the characters are fine, but it hasn't been anything like to scream home about yet. I'm hoping that like this latter half will be a little bit more interesting, just because we're gonna start getting like answers to the mystery, and like weird shit is probably gonna start really happening. When I paused it, it was like right at the end of the chapter, and like things were like something was gonna happen, and so I'm excited to see where it goes. But it's just like one of those horror books that I think just is a little bit too long, just a little more drawn out, especially in the beginning, and it could be me, I don't know, but I feel like it could be doing a little bit more, just like in general. But yeah, it's like so far. I'm feeling like a 3. It could get better if something interesting really happens at the end. I'm really excited to watch Amy's book club, where they talk about it and like see what they all thought, and like if I'm in the same line of thinking or whatnot. But this is also her debut, so I want to like give it a little bit of grace and cushion, because yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm so excited to go to sleep. Goodbye. Hello. Welcome to the end. Oh my goodness. I'm so tired. I did just get off of work. I do have a final book to review before we continue with the like fun game part of this. But I did finish Edenville this afternoon. I've not watched the Brutal Hearts book club live show yet to like hear people's thoughts. I thought it was very fine. It didn't really do anything that really wowed me. I wasn't really hooked, but it could be me still slumping a little bit. I just felt the story was too long, and by the end, when like the action really started picking up, I just didn't care about what was happening to anybody, and I was just like, about it. So I gave it like a low 3 stars, but again, it could be me. I don't want to sway people from not reading it. I don't know what other people's opinions of it really are, but yeah, I'm having a rough reading month. Things are not going super great. I have like a new 5-star, but everything else is like barely making it to a 3. So hopefully this next TBR will help. So let's look at the board, let's look at the game, let's talk a little bit about it. So on this board, there's so much happening. Second chance author, I kind of forgot about, and I genuinely can't think of one. So we're gonna leave that punishment there. 48 hour readathon, I have successfully done. I've done so much reading. Had a full 24 hours over the weekend, kind of a 48, but like I ended up cleaning more than reading. So it didn't happen. All of my effect cards will be staying and remaining the same, and then we can go through really quick the actual books. So in this first column, To Shape a Dragon's Breath has been read. That's going to be in a separate video. I know that's kind of like, girl, what? But I do have a NetGalley video. So that one will also be gone because those are going to be discussed there. But they have been read. These will stay, unfortunately. I did not do nearly as well this week as I was hoping to. I've been having a hard time balancing like NaNoWriMo with just like life celebrations and just like doing socializing things, which I haven't done in a little bit. So NaNoWriMo, socializing, reading, and my job. Balancing is a hard act, and nobody trains and teaches that. In this column, I have, as we've seen, read Assistant to the Villain, but I am still reading these two. Woof. 3-star rating. I also did that, which was Edenville, which we just talked about. So, oh boy, not doing great. Oops. Not my best work, not my best work. Let's draw my hand to 4. This or that. Any book. That's so helpful in a time like this. A sci-fi dystopian. Interesting. Okay. And sub-genre not recently read in last 5 books. I don't really want to do that much research. That sounds like more work than I am personally ready to give. So, let us just start off. Let's take one. I might play this a little bit faster than usual, but by now, hopefully you've seen my actual TBR videos and games, and like, again, rules and everything linked for you. But I can get an effect card. Go shopping. Oh my god. This game is trying to make me spend the money I don't have. It's very rude. Okay. I think the first thing I'm going to play is on, yeah, fuck it. We're gonna play Sci-Fi Dystopian. And for this, I'm not gonna grab it because it's actually in the other room, but we're gonna finish Scythe. I started reading Scythe last year, and I'm like halfway through it. I'm enjoying it. Like, it's a good time. I've liked it. I just haven't felt the need to really pick it up and like get back into the story. I was reading it rather quickly. I was enjoying the characters. My boyfriend and our friend really loved the series, and they like binged it super fast, so I was like trying to read it with them. So now I'll actually finish it, because my goal for this year is to start 2024 with an absolutely clean current reads list, because last year it was way too much. I went from like 18 around summer. I'm now at like 7. So that's so good for me. Huzzah! So that's gonna be the first book. I'm gonna just move here. Oh, punishments. Do I take punishments? Fuck, I didn't think this through. I didn't finish 2 books technically on this TBR. So I guess I'll take 2 punishments. I hate my life. Okay, play another round. That's just add a book. I can do that. And read a book that scares you. Okay. A book that scares me. We'll come back to that. Put another card in my hand. Own voices. Okay. So take 3 tokens. 1, 2, 3. And I can play another thing. I'm just gonna play any book, and I'm gonna be super nice to myself. And I'm going to pick Watch Over Me by Nina LaCour. This is super short. I was gifted this for getting 500 subscribers. I'm so thankful and appreciative, and I'm so excited to read this. I know that this deals with, like, maybe grief and mental health. I'm not entirely sure, but it's like a girl who maybe lives in an orphanage, or something, foster care, I'm not sure, but she goes somewhere and there's like ghosty kids or something. I really don't know, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is like a 5-star prediction. After I finished reading Wilder Girls, I was like, I need something of that vibe. And this is, again, on the short side, and I know I can read it in like a relatively decent amount of time. And I'm just gonna discard the subgenre because I don't know. Draw 2 more. Recently purchased book and mental health rep or author. Great. Okay. I'm not stressed at all. Don't worry about it. I guess I'll just move back here, take another one, pull another effect, swap to prompt. I don't really want to do that. Okay, again. Ooh, read. I don't know. I apparently need to remake this card because it just says read a favorite drink. I think it's supposed to be read with a favorite drink. I'm dumb. Who's surprised? Okay, I'm gonna play another one. Oh my god, my life is so easy. Recently purchased. Let's go. Rachel, blah, 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 blah. Recently purchased Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. This is the Literally Dead Book Club pick for this month, and so I need to read it like by next week. I have the audiobook available on Scribd, so yes, easy, perfect, beautiful. I'm crushing the game. Fantastic. My hand back up to 4. Book released in the month or any, okay. I feel so chaotic right now. It's truly like I just want to go make dinner so that I can edit this video for you guys. But truly, I'm so excited for dinner. I'm gonna make like chicken parmesan and Alfredo pasta. I'm excited. The chicken is currently defrosting though, so I have a little bit of time. Okay, I'm going to move back over here, take my 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to play book released the month you are in, any year, but I'm going to do this year. Woof. Oh my god, we'll get to it. I don't want to think about it though. Oh my god. Books are so heavy. I should get a lighter hobby. Nightbane! Ah! By Alex Astor. This is the sequel to Lightlark. I did like a spoiler recap of like everything that happened in Lightlark to refresh in preparation for this. And my audiobook is due in like 5 days. So I have to read this like this weekend. So it's perfect. It came out this month. I'm so excited. That is 4 books. I need 2 more and a punishment. Woof. Woof indeed. Alright, recently hauled. I'm getting such good things. This is going so well for me. Alright, move back on over. Take another token. I don't even need tokens at this point. Another effect. Unhaul a book at a little free library. I probably won't be able to do that as much as like I would love to. It's too freaking cold. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll come out of my comfort zone a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Recently hauled. Let's see. I did just get a book in the mail. I won't be reading it, but I did just get my copy of Fate Calls the Elf Queen by J.M. Curl. This is the 3rd book in the series. I'm so excited. I thought that there would be like a Dust Jacket, but there's not. This is like one of my favorite fantasy romance series. But the audiobook doesn't come out till December. So I'm holding off. I need to desperately read a certain book. No. I've made a disaster for myself. Should I do it? I don't know. I should do it. I'm going to do the recently hauled, and I'm going to pick the Starling House by Alex E. Haro. I hauled this last month because it just came out. And again, she's on the skinny, thin side. I have an audiobook to pair with her, so it shouldn't be like too difficult to get to this. And I've been wanting to read this and finish this so desperately bad. Ever since my try a chapter where I read the first one, I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. I would like to see what is going on. So this is going to be on the TBR as well. And then we've got one more round. Okay. All right. Released 2+ years ago. So what I'm likely going to do, I think I'm going to do the this or that as my final card and discard this hand. So we can play a little this or that and then do like a coin flip type of thing. And then we can talk about the book that scares me. Alright. Okay, so for my this or that, I will choose either between Finale by Stephanie Garber, the third book in the Caraval series, because if you remember, Legendary was on this TBR and I did not get to it or finish it, so I definitely would like to get to this. Maybe this weekend or this week. The other option is the sequel / finale to All of Our Demise. This is All of Our Demise. That was All of Us Villains. By Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Hartman. I've been needing to read this. This was on my TBR a while ago and I wasn't able to fit it in, and so it's just kind of been like continuously getting pushed off, and so I just need to read it and finish it. So it's gonna be between these two. We're gonna do a little quick coin toss on my phone. So who has coins in this day and age? Oh, I have to call it. I'm not kidding when I tell you, when I work a day at work, no matter the hours, my brain shuts off. Okay, Finale is gonna be heads and this is gonna be tails, and we're gonna try this again. Heads, tails, let's go. I'm so dumb. Flip again. Heads. Okay, cool. So I will for sure be reading Finale. Let's go. And then the thing that I don't want to talk about because I'm scared. Oh no. So my punishment. Adding another book on the TBR really wasn't as difficult, as challenging. Reading 6 books in a week isn't hard. It's not impossible for me. That's doable. But there's 2 books that scare me, and one of them is House of Leaves, which we've talked about on this channel so many times in the past like 2 months, that I'm not gonna make my life easier by picking that and like forcing myself to read it. So instead, we're gonna make my life so hard and difficult and read a book that scares me. This will take me 15 hours, but I'm buddy reading this with Eliza and Emily, so it's one of those things that like I gotta read it. This was also so kindly gifted to me by the same person. My heart. I don't know if I'll make it. I don't know if I'll be okay. This might just be a punishment next week, and it might take me longer than I'm pretending it'll take, but yeah, this is the one. This is the one. So, let's see how I do next week. But, oh boy, howdy. I'm so glad I picked some lighter things, and honestly, this TBR round was probably the nicest to me it has ever been, just in terms of any book, recently hauled, came out this month, like new releases, like this game had my back today, and I'm so thankful. So add Scythe on top. I just don't want to grab it right now. This is the TBR for the next week. I have literally 7 days to read all of this on top of everything else that I'm hoping to read. So, do you think I can do it? What do you think? I was so confident starting this, and like once we got up to like here, I was pretty confident, And now I'm starting to falter a little bit. I'm a little hesitant. I'm a little unsure. So, this will be so fun. But that will be the end of, oh no, the end of this video, this vlog. Thank you for watching and hanging out and sticking till the end if you did. I will be doing this again next Thursday. I know that this doesn't come out on Thursday because today, as I'm filming this, is Thursday, but it was my booktube anniversary, so that tag got prioritized over this, but you'll still see this anyway, so it's all good. But next Thursday, you will see this reading vlog and how I do, on top of anything else that I decide to read and pick up, and like finishing the things that I didn't get to on the board. It's a disaster, and it's so much fun. I seem chaotic and stressed and overwhelmed, but I do promise that I am having like a good time. I'm having fun. I'm just struggling with like the balancing act of it all, but I'm gonna go have me some delicious dinner. I have to cook it first, so it's gonna take forever. And then I'll edit this video for you guys, and I'll see you next week. I will see you probably on Saturday, and then again on Sunday, and then again on Tuesday, and then you'll see like the continuation of this video Thursday. I love YouTube. I'm so sorry. Goodbye.